The time is 5:41 a.m. Happy birthday, Leos. Great rising. Wednesday, the day of the exciting instability. We are daring, exciting, magnetic, unstable, flighty, sexually obsessive. Coming from the secret languages of birthdays. Personality. Those born on July 24th are magnetically attracted to exciting and unstable situations, people, and places. And the ideal of dynamic change is highly appealing to them. Consequently, they are easily bored by the humdrum of daily existence. Most July 24th people are highly flexible and can readily adapt to changing needs and circumstances. Unfortunately, colleagues or lovers can be thrown for a loop when a July 24th person suddenly changes direction. The advice for today: at some time or other in your life, you will have to regulate your energies. Consider burnout. Your desires may not carry you as far as you think. Learn to be alone and like it. Try to be more considerate of others. The meditation. We must learn when to indulge and when to deny hunger. We must learn to when to indulge and when to deny hunger. Numerology. Those born on the 24th day of the month are ruled by the number 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. And by the planet Venus. Those ruled by the number 6 are magnetically attractive and often inspired admiration, even adulation. In addition, since Venus is strongly connected with social interaction, it is a great temptation for July 24th people to give themselves over completely to exciting romantic and sexual experiences, made still hotter by the influence of the Sun, ruler of Leo. In any case, love is often the dominant theme in the life of those ruled by the number 6. Health. Because of their tendency to recklessness, July 24th people must beware of accidents of all sorts. The involvement with instability mentioned earlier can lead them into some very tricky areas from which their health may not emerge unscathed. Experimentation with drugs, weird situations, and strange people may be inevitable. But July 24th people generally recognize the importance of not getting stuck, and what they learn may prove invaluable to them. Those born on this day are prone to eating and drinking binges. Their diet should be as varied as possible in order to crowd out such unhealthy habits. Greater emphasis on grains and vegetables and reduction in protein, meat, and refined sugars is recommended. Exercise is usually not a central concern for July 24th people, who are so often in motion and exercising their bodies in the course of daily activities. So the archetype, the tarot of today, as if to emphasize this last point, the 6th card of the major arcana is the Lovers. Symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. On the good side, this card indicates affections and desires on a high moral, aesthetic, and physical plane. On the bad side, unfulfilled desires, sentimentality, and indecisiveness. The Lovers. You can't always have your cake and eat it. Falling in love is often thought to be something out of our control. We all have heard tales of seduction by love potions, the launch of Cupid's arrow, or of being bewitched by magic spells. The Lover's card does refer to these aspects of love and romance, yet it has an additional story to tell. Traditionally, this card shows a man making a choice between two women, and its message is that, like love, Most things in life come down to a matter of choice. If we are in a relationship with someone, it is because we chose to be with them and we are choosing to stay with them. And also, whether we find ourselves fighting, loving, or being distant from others is down to our choosing. This can also represent the relationship we have with ourselves. As if we are kind or caring towards ourselves, we are likely to act this way towards others. When faced with decisions in any part of our lives, we are not being asked to make perfect choices. Life may or may not provide us with a wonderful soulmate or career which will make all our dreams come true. We may just be given someone who is good enough, but who will love us and teach us to love ourselves. Or a job may come our way which is not quite what we hoped for, but which will offer us a valuable learning experience. Thus, the Lover's card asks us to be as conscious as we can about the decisions we make in our life and relationships, and be open to new possibilities which maybe we hadn't originally planned for. The Lovers, approaching crossroads. The appearance of the Lovers suggests you will find yourself at a crossroad. At this time, you will need to make some important choices which could take you in a very positive direction, particularly in your relationships with yourself and or others. You will need to listen to both your heart and your head and work out what's right for you and those around you. Make sure that you make these decisions with as much love as you can. If it turns out that it isn't right to make any changes at this time, then you should make that an active decision rather than just letting things carry on as they are. Making this process a conscious one will be a very important contributor to your future happiness and to your feelings of empowerment in your life. The guidance of the Lover's card is to make decisive plans. The Lover's card advises you to approach any important choices in your life with love and care, particularly in your relationships with yourself and or others. You need to listen to both your heart and your head to work out what's right for you and those around you. If you feel that situations in your life have become stuck in some way, you will need to contemplate how to make improvements. Is there anything you can do to change your relationships? Do you need to move on and find different associates, friends, or even a new partner? Do you need to work on the relationship with yourself? Are there other areas of life which need reassessing? If it isn't right to make changes at this time, make that an active decision rather than just letting things carry on as they are. It is important to make this process a conscious one, as this will be a very important contributor to your future happiness and to the feelings of empowerment in your life. You have a problem. Decisions made. The appearance of the lovers suggests you may have needed to make some important decisions. Whether you are aware of it or not, you have on some level made choices which affect the way things are now, particularly in your relationships with yourself and or others. Looking at these choices will clearly help you to develop more understanding of your present situation and any problems you are facing today. Perhaps your decisions were made with lack of love or care, or perhaps you avoided making a choice at all. Either situation will need remedying in order for you to move forward in a more positive and conscious way. Sunsigns.org, July 24th, Personality. AI Overview. People born on July 24th are Leos, a fire sign represented by the lion. Leos are known for being passionate. They're theoretical and vivacious, and they enjoy being the center of attention. They are also said to be natural leaders who are drawn to creative and artistic friendships and romances. Leos are also associated with courage, generosity, and creative impulses. Sunsigns.org. July 24th zodiac sign is Leo. July 24th birthday horoscope shows that your zodiac sign is Leo and you are people who take great responsibility for themselves and others. Because of this, you are likely to be the peacemaker of the family or group. You have a particular mind, practical mind, and will make all decisions based on your thoughts. As a July 24th birthday personality, you are devoted to your loved ones as you feel you have to protect them. However, you are emotional and sensitive. It is in your nature to be this way. Sometimes you take things too seriously, and your feelings, could be hurt as a result. Additionally, it is said that July 24th horoscope profile that you are capable of playing an instrument or having a great singing voice, combined with a creative imagination. You are inclined to be successful in areas relating to communication or investments. Happy birthday, Leo. Born on July 24th, you're successful, peacemaker, sensitive, organized, rational, innovative, and devoted. Leo, the lion. Those born on this day that have a birthday, July 24th, are likely to be organized and tend to plan most things, including retiring with a large bank account. As the July 24th zodiac meanings rightly say, you are you naturally seek security and are rational. You have an enthusiastic quality that is open to innovative ideas. What your birthday says about you is that you are not afraid to take charge of situations, as people usually come to you when they need a helping hand. The July 24th birthday characteristics of someone who is born under the zodiac sign of Leo is to naturally help people who are less fortunate, as giving them a hand up is certainly satisfying to you. It's often that you are misunderstood because of this. By being the giving person you are, you could open up less desirable areas. You have some colorful friendships. The July 24th birthday personality characteristic says you talk to everybody, the young, the old, and the miserable. You do not believe in age, caste, or creed while making friends. This Leo, according to the July 24th horoscope analyst, who experiences feelings of love, tends to be open and trusting too soon. Idealistically, you hold romantic thoughts of a perfect life with a lover that is passionate and true. While this is not much to ask, the lion born on this day expects much more. Sometimes it is hard for anyone to connect with you in the ways you think you need. With a sad face, you continue to search for that special someone. You look for a commitment that is dedicated to loving you completely and unconditionally. More so, you want someone who will be supportive and well good in bed. As a negative quality, this person born in the Cancer Leo cusp on July 24th can be green-eyed and envious. The Leo zodiac birthday predictions for July 24th forecast that a compatible line of business for a Leo personality provides mental stimulation. You tend to be cautious when making this choice, as menial jobs don't interest you whatsoever. Although you can effectively communicate, you can be changeable and frustrated when attempting to make those kinds of occupations work for you. Now, let's talk about your money. Leo's nature is to make money. You are strong in your drive to be successful. However, you tend to splurge now and again on frivolous items. Luckily for you, it does not change your status, as you may have a future so bright it will make others envious. According to the July 24th horoscope, the health of a Leo personality is pretty good. For someone who is not paying attention to his or her well being, you could be affected by depression. This lack of interest could prove that you are overworked in times such as these. You are careless and accidents are likely to happen. Nonetheless, you do find time to work out. On the same note, on Leo's birthday, people tend to overeat as much as a means to console themselves. Those born today are Leos who are likely to be referees or mediators for friends and family. You have a creative mind that could be your ticket to success. However, you are sometimes misunderstood but usually have a strong business sense. Having this quality, you are inclined to bank your money. There are times when you splurge on spending and eating. Either could have an impact on you financially or physically. Happy birthday, Leo. July 24th. Then your birthday horoscope suggests that you, Leos, are responsible engineers. You usually take on the role of protecting your loved ones and do so happily. As a soulmate, you would hope to find someone similar to yourself and one who is highly physical. Famous people and celebrities born on July 24th. We have Amelia Earhart, Barry Bonds, Linda Carter, Rick Fox, Jennifer Lopez, Carl Malone, Michael Richards. Happy birthday, Leos of today. Let's go to Jennifer Lopez's song in honor of her birthday. This is Me Now.
I watched my mother miss out on her life. All those could have beens became her sacrifice. But here in the darkness, it's not the future nor the past. And 'cause it's meant to be with you, boy, it will last. You met me halfway. Growing pains, broke some chains in every chapter. Now we know what it takes for our ever after. Took some laughs, now we're right here where sing, this is me now. This is me now. And I took my time, gotta win the summers, baby. Had you my heart, but I love who I am lately. This is me now. When I was a girl, they'd ask me what I'd be. What you gonna be? A woman in love is what I grew up wanting to be. That's what I wanted to be. It's my melody, the symphony I see. And your every word gave me strength to follow my dreams. You met me halfway, face to face, tell the truth, no holding back. We put in work, overcame all the disasters. Time apart, got us right here where we are. And I sing, this is me now. Love me as I am. This is me now. This is me now. And I took my time, to win the summers, baby. Had you in my heart, are you flying lately? This is me now. Had a lot to learn, had a lot to grow, had to find my way. Yeah. Take me as I am, and I'll take you as you are. And we'll build this life together. I found my shooting star. The double the shine, the gain of the diamond, one of a kind, the clear of the time. It ain't unchanged, no past going crazy. Beat, beat, pull up in a black boot, gazy. Baby, got a love that'll last forever. Old things, new things, it's a new level. All gas, no brakes, you could come rev it. Baby, you know when you want me. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. This is me now. This is me now.
This day that year, July 24th in history, 1577 Don Juan accused of treason in Brussels. 1651 the black free man Anthony Johnson gets ownership of 250 acres in Virginia, VA. In 1870 U.S. rail service established. In 1929, a 60-year-old wins a race from New York to San Francisco, lasting over 2 months. Your verdict moon sign is Simha Rashi. I don't read that. If you wish to read on your verdict moon sign for today, please go to sunsigns.org. However, your zodiac Chinese sign is the monkey. I will read that. Sunsigns.org. Chinese zodiac monkey is the very vision of complexity. They are intensely cerebral people who are driven by their emotions. Given time to think ahead, monkey can see their way through a situation. But if on the spot, monkey can be expected to react emotionally, perhaps perverting to the basic slinging of poo in the worst circumstances. The monkey sign is not concerned with their self-image, making them a bit of a wacky character, and all too often a bit of an unintentional clown. However, monkey is also completely nonplussed in the face of others' oddities and idiosyncrasies. They let others people be themselves and take their personalities as is. The Chinese monkey people can approach a situation from an unattached, non-moralistic point of view. This allows them to be enthused by all new experiences and trains of thought. The Chinese monkey zodiac sign lives a life without fear of criticism or judgment. They care little for the opinions of others and make no effort to pass judgment on them either. After all, life is a series of new and exciting adventures, and the monkey is driven by curiosity to explore all things. The monkeys are humble, their curiosity keeping them constantly aware that there are many things they simply do not know, and thank goodness for that. If they knew everything, there'd be nothing more to explore, and what a dull life that would be. They survived some of the life's worst tragedies by being able to find the experiential value in an event, and therefore will always survive to move on to the next experience. Consistency is an utterly alien concept to the Chinese astrology's monkey sign. Everything must be new and shiny, and routine is something that is spiritual murder to them. If there is a chance of excitement, of random chance, of experimental revelation, then the monkey is all over it. This unfortunately makes gambling an addiction. The monkey traits show they have difficulty staying away from the constant change that pulls them in. Monkey is not, unfortunately, a creature of pure candor. Instead, they will accept the opinions of others in public while keeping their private revelations to themselves. The law is an exceptional, optional element in their life. As far as their security is supported by it, it will be respected. Once that line is crossed, all legal aspects are purely optional. The Chinese horoscope for the monkey shows that they are amongst the most diverse people, carrying around a mountain of talents. but often they are not a master of any of them. They are unremittedly versatile and creative, and always learning at every possible turn. Consistency in the workplace will lead to the death of a monkey man or woman. They must be able to move freely within the world, within their work, or they will find themselves disheartened and without enthusiasm. Their love of new horizons sets them well at home within research and technology or anything where discoveries can be made. Office politics are utterly beyond them, but it's a sad monkey that finds himself entangled in its web. The monkey's personality is rather a poor choice for being a leader. They are warm and open and can accept anyone, which will make them adapt at dealing with a mixed group of people. But they are far too inconsistent to be in charge of such a situation. Their utter distaste for conformity makes them even less suited for that position. A boss needs to be able to guide a group through its goals, and the monkey is poorly suited to driving people to a line. On the other hand, they will be decidedly good at personal relations, so those under their purview will at least very least find themselves with an agreeable leadership and an ineffective one. The only time the Chinese monkey is suited to be boss is if he is his boss. The monkey zodiac person will fit in well in the workplace. They will bring levity and brightness to a group, but do not necessarily work well in a group. In the right place, they can be an absolute asset to a team, pointing them to previously unconsidered directions and therefore letting them break new ground. Keep the monkey out of the routine. Instead, allow him to have his reins and go in his direction. He will quickly retire or tire of a position and be most effective. He should be moved about within the structure, always handed new tasks, with care taken to keep an eye on his focus. Once it wavers, give those born in the monkey's years something new to look at. Monkeys doesn't drive the Chinese. Money doesn't drive the Chinese monkey sign. Adventure does. While monkeys may be able to make more than a living wage, it's never going to be what makes them pursue a new venture. They are constantly able to make financially viable decisions, and their drive for innovation can indeed make them wealthy. But in the end, it's going to be the pursuit of new ground that's going to keep the monkeys moving forward, not financial gain. Gambling is always a problem for the monkey. Just because every new hand or spin of the wheel is going to lead them on a new, if brief, adventure. So their relationship with money is going to be as chaotic as their day-to-day life. And dating a Chinese monkey person guarantees that you will be taking on new adventures in your love life. Unfortunately, they are also inconsistent and wandering in love. This makes life hard as they also deeply desire love and hate being alone. Their attitude makes them very quick to fall in love. This makes it difficult for them to find stable love affairs. A monkey sign also has a problem with commitment without question. When their partner becomes serious, that's when they will flee like mad. For them to be in a committed relationship will require someone as fun-loving and intelligent. Their companion must keep them on their toes and constantly surprise them. Most imperative to their love life, however, is their friendship with their partner. The Chinese zodiac monkey is an inventive and playful lover who enjoys giving and receiving pleasure in equal measure. However, they are not obsessed with it as some. Monkeys' experiences means that they desire the love of a partner, and mental and physical play are equally important. Know that for a monkey, love will turn to play, to afterplay, and all of it is the greatest game ever. They will be enthusiastic and may be very well take you into realms that make your mind boggle. But it is another place where seriousness will never be a strong point in their relationships. The years of the monkey. January 25th, 1944 to February 12th, 1945. February 12th, 1956 to January 30th, 1957. January 30th, 1968 to February 16th, 1969. February 16th, 1980 to February 4th, 1981. February 4th, 1992 to January 22nd, 1993. January 22nd, 2004 to February 8th, 2005. February 8th, 2016 to January 27th, 2017. January 26th, 2028 to February 12th, 2029. February 12th, 2040 to February 28th, 2041. Your ruling planet is the sun, which symbolizes healing and transformation. Your ruling planet is the moon, which symbolizes an intuitive and homely personality. Your birthday symbols, the lion is the symbol for the Leo star sign. The crab is the symbol for the Cancer zodiac sign. Your birthday tarot card, the Lovers. This card symbolizes new ideas, partnerships, and conflicts in making choices. The Lover's meaning in a tarot reading. Followed by the meditation of the Lover's card in the upright and inverted position. The Lover's card of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck represents the power of new love, whether of a person or a philosophy. It represents when we first find our love for something before the harsh light of reality has tempered it. Its light side is the power of transformation and the explosion of this wonderful feeling, a weakening of our usual boundaries in place. The new light of new love, inspiration, and the charge of creation. The powerful transformative aspects of love. The time when all things to do with your new love are exciting and blissful, and nothing makes it tiresome. Whether you're learning a new vocation or mutually falling in love with someone special, love is in the air. The past events. You have recently found a new love, and all things about it are magnificent. The bloom is coming off the rose, however. This doesn't mean your affair is over. It just means that you're moving into a new stage. This is where the work begins. It won't be as easy as it has been, but represents a deepening of your relationship. Keep working. The present events. Have you met a new love? No? You will soon. Again, this isn't necessarily romantic love, but whatever it is will be deeply exciting and fulfilling for you. This does not represent some transitory joy, but a deep, sustaining love that will welcome new elements to your life. Keep your eyes open and at least peek beneath the clouds every so often, but enjoy the ride. Future events. The train of love is coming, and in this position, it's almost certainly romantic. Please keep your eyes open, though it is likely to happen when you aren't looking. Be prepared for your life to be turned upside down and be in a place where you couldn't be happier this is occurring. It might be time to brush up on your care to help things along. In reverse, the Lover's Tarot card of the major arcana in this position signifies difficulties. This represents the sick misinterpretation of love, where it's riding you like a monkey on your back. It could represent problems in life or a lover in your life that is deeply unhealthy situation. You may know this or hear it often from your friends, but you can't quite get away. The past events. You've been in a tough time, a tough place, or at the very least dancing with a dangerous partner. You've likely heard the voices of concerned partners, or you've been keeping it a secret, as it's no secret to you that it's unhealthy. Its grip on you is firmly in a hold. It may have moved on to something more closed. The present events. Ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? If you haven't, you may very well be headed that way. In your environment right now are the seeds of a dangerous obsession. The new person you think you're deeply in love with may wind up being much different than you expect. This ideal that you can't quite get out of your head may wind up being dangerous. Think over the influences in your life and keep an eye out for a new one. There's a bad moon on the rise. Future events. It's time to start keeping an eye on the love in your life. whether it be work, a relationship, or a hobby, is threatening to a dark turn to take. Keep your eyes open for signs of preoccupation. Remember to moderate your current activities. Too much of a good thing is poison, and the joy in your life is threatening to become one. The associated colors are pink, red for passion and love, for the meditation for the Lover's card in the upright position. For the tarot meditation on the Lover's tarot card, lay out the cloth and place the card on it, and with the candle at the top, the card in the center closest to you upright. Focus on the card and let your mind drift, thinking about feelings of passion, excitement, love, and the drive that comes from being truly entranced with someone or something. As you drift into the place, you will find yourself in a Victorian hedge maze. Rather than hedges, the walls are covered with beautiful, well-tended roses, and the uncannily fresh air is rich with their fragrance. Quiet music fills the air, and the secret laughter of lovers having a clandestine meaning occasionally drifts through as you begin to wander the hedge. Coming around the corner, you'll see a sculptor standing in front of a piece of marble, slowly pulling the shape out of it as he works fervently. His face is a mask of fascination and joy, and he occasionally will stop to admire his work, take another view, and dive back into it. As you come around another bend, you pass by an archway that draws your eye. Through it, you see a large fountain. It centers on a satyr chasing a maiden who is forever spilling her vast of water into the fountain, trying to escape. Surrounding the garden are multiple small nooks. In each are couples or groups of people all engaged in the acts of love. All of them are lost in each other in absolute bliss. As you travel on, you hear the telltale rapid fire tapping on a keyboard and come around the corner to find an author spilling her heart out onto the virtual page. The occasional laughter or mutter as they think out the next scene shows they are lost in their world. Another woman comes by and sets a mug of tea on the desk next to them. The writer pauses, leans up, and kisses her partner affectionately and returns to her work. Throughout all, the air of passion is obvious. Each is deeply ingrained with joy and excitement in everything they touch. Their work enhances their world, bringing them joy and meaning. As you walk through the garden, note these details as those that catch your eye most clearly. Is there something in your life right now bringing you great joy and passion? Are you following your bliss and finding your purpose? If not, perhaps there is a message here for you to pursue in this tarot meditation of the Lover's card. The associated colors are jewel, emerald, green for obsession. For the meditation for the lovers in reversed. The Lover's card is a dark side, has a dark side. A mirror that shows what happens when love and passion becomes an obsession. This tarot meditation will take us down that path. There will be no Victorian garden on this trip. Settle your card in front of you, inverted on the cloth, with the candle at the top of the cloth. Surrounded with those things that you see as your vices or that represent vice to you. Whether it be a lover's cologne, a collection of coins, your work badge, or your favorite current chemical vice, please don't bring past bad influences into this meditation. As you settle into it, feel the cloying presence, that distinct discomfort you experience when you are around the truly obsessed. There is a weight in the air, a sickness, and for this meditation, that is where we are going to go. Let the tarot meaning of the card pull you in. You find yourself at the edge of a heavy thicket, and at its edge is a pair of heavy cellular doors and the foundation of a long collapsed and ruined house. Swing open the doors and see the cloying darkness within, barely lit by flickering firelight. The thick, heavy smell of incense, unclean bodies, and worse comes slithering out of the gate. Take your step within the traveler and hold close. Beneath, you will find a damp hallway made of old, crumbling brickwork. It twists and turns around on itself to the point you lose track of where the exit is. Roots and worms slither between the bricks, slithering their way through long rotted mortar. Everything here reeks of sickness. You come to an alcove, and within you find a sunken, sallow-eyed man curled over in front of his computer, one hand seeking pleasure to pleasure himself. The screen covered in the worst images. He is consumed and surrounded by tissues and filth. There is no joy here, just an unending pit of need. He is lost to real love and connection. There is only the need. As you travel on, and the thick chemical smell fills the air, the next alcove has a group of people all passing about a glass pipe. Their eyes are sunken, their flesh thin, their bones and ribs visible. They smoke, they pass, and even the food around them stay uneaten. A crib sits in the corner, strangely silent before you as you see more walk in. Strangely silent before you see more you walk on. The next room contains two couples. A woman holding her arms close to herself, her eyes fearful as she whispers into the phone. It's okay. It's okay. It's my fault. I know he likes. I know what he's like when he gets mad. I know he loves me. The man standing next to her looks contemptuous and violent, glaring pompously down at his subdued plaything. Not a lover, just a thing he keeps around. For those who know how to look, the fear in his eyes almost mirrors hers. But as a form of control, what if she? What is she if she is lost? He cannot see what he does to her. All he cares about is that she listens and is kept. You will come across or around one last corner, and standing in that alcove is something that pulls you, something that terrifies you, your obsession, your vice, your weakness that lies within. As it starts to pull you in, you spot streams of fresh, healthy light at the tunnel's end and tears yourself away, running for the light of fresh air for freedom. As you rip open the gate and leave, you hear the words, "You'll be back." They always come back, echo behind you. Come out of the tarot meditation of the Lover's card reverse. Know that this need not be. You can be free of your old vices. It just takes awareness and learning the necessary steps. This is love in the wrong place, the wrong sense. Take yourself out. Take yourself out. Take a few deep breaths, and then write what you experienced and what lessons you took with you in your journal. Then take care of yourself. This trip wasn't a pleasant one. The minor arcana cards are the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. working towards cooperation. You may have shortcomings in something that you do to make life more comfortable. However, the Five of Wands is encouraging you to learn how to work with other people. It will be the easiest way to earn your reward. So you have to work as you get good advice from others with long time experience. Success will come when you are accommodative to suggestions and will help you make strides. Nothing should prevent you from achieving it. The Five of Wands reverse highlights a few things that you can have life repeating and enable you to achieve them. When you are flexible, you tend to get many ideas that can push you to another level. Focus on making life correct and look for the chance to welcome all your efforts to the right wing. Never relent on the goal that you are sure will lead to success at the end of the day. The Five of Wands. When the Five of Wands shows up, the movement has been endued with conflict and friction. The ability to work with others has been complicated by the competition and struggle against one another with the need to be right. Opinions and personalities, egos and ideas are all coming into conflict. Past events. Your project has recently come through a period of conflict and competition. Maybe your marriage has a butting of heads on roles and responsibilities. Perhaps your coworkers had different ideas of what direction you should go with a current project. Either way, this period has passed. What is with a good resolution, or do resentments still linger? The present events. Energy is high right now, but it is being funneled in useful directions. Your current project is rife with activity and drive, but make sure you keep working on directing it in useful ways. Right now, there is a tendency to conflict and competition. Only careful marshalling of your forces will prevent it from going awry. The future events. The boiler is building steam, and soon the engine will be powering along at full speed. But on the way, make sure the road is clear and the rail is properly laid. Otherwise, you'll find your cars trying to argue about which track to take, and the whole thing could wind up derailed. Keep an eye out, conductor. The yes and no interpretation of the upright Five of Wands is a yes. No reading for this minor arcana card appearing in this position gives you a conditional affirmative. There will be a need to continue to marshal the energies going into the source of questions and make sure they continue in a positive way to achieve that yes. Work towards cooperation in this endeavor to make sure it works out properly. In reverse, the only thing worse than mismanaging energy and a tendency to conflict is avoiding a necessary confrontation. Problems unresolved can result in negativity and resentment, which will clog useful productivity and creativity venues. Remember, a little chaos often engenders new ideas, so don't fear it. What does this Rider-Waite deck cards have to say? The past events. You've been avoiding conflict in an environment and it's been working so far, but only in appearance. In actuality, it has been contributing to a situation that is likely about to come ahead. It's here now, and you'll be forced to deal with it. The present events. Time to take a sigh of relief. You've been dealing with many conflicts and struggles, but this particular position represents a healthy avoidance of stress. You've come through a tough and chaotic time and are getting a brief sign of relief. It may not last. Enjoy it while it does. Future events. To achieve the goals ahead, you need to remain focused and face the challenges coming. You can't avoid these, and attempting to do so will not assist you or the project ahead. Progress requires change and conflict. Prepare for those coming. The yes and no interpretation of the inverted five of wands, the answer in this case is a decided no, combined with a stop. Not only is your answer a negative, but you're in a time when it will be necessary to avoid working on this any further. Take a breath, let the chips fall, and know that it's time to start looking past this no. With the Five of Wands, you consider everything as part of your success. So, a positive attitude will enable you to boost your morale in achieving the right success. Learn to work with different people, and you will achieve success. The next card is the Knight of Wands. Avoid procrastinating. As we keep reading to get the amazing insights, interpretations, and meanings of the Knight of Wands, meaning, over the hills he comes, this herald of the minor arcana suit of wands. The Knight of Wands trumpets his arrival with a passion for adventure and impulsiveness. This will keep him driving ever forward on his quest. He will succeed, and nothing that dares stand in his way will prevent him. The Knight of Wands indicates actions and movement, and with the fiery nature of the suit of wands embodied, he will charge forth to make the page's dreams a reality. However, his impulsiveness can impede as he doesn't think before he acts, leading to trouble. All he wants is to be the best of the best and to achieve his goal. The good news is he can charge over those who stand in his way, but unfortunately, this is also the bad news. Past events. The energy of the Knight of Wands has been driving you, and it has been keeping you motivated on your task. You've been making progress in leaps and bounds, and no barrier has been able to slow you down. You may have stepped on a few toes on the way, but so far, it hasn't done you any harm. So far, keep an eye out in case you have to soothe some hurt feelings. The present events. Do you hear the horn calling the battle charge? Ambition and motivation are the letters of the day, and nothing will stop your forward progress. But rein in those horses, my friend. Have you checked to make sure your impulsiveness isn't leading you to trouble? It may be that your first reaction isn't your best one, so keep the energy up, but take time to consider your forward motion lest you wind up in a trench. The future events. Coming down the pike is someone who can be an absolute benefit to your plans. They will make and take your dreams and drive them forward with relentless force. But be careful. They may not take into consideration all the possible damage they can do charging over all obstacles. Be ready to take the reins of their energy and direct them. But hang on. It's going to be a ferocious ride. What does the Knight of Wands symbolize? It would be excellent to be passionate and more zealous about your dreams to make your goals and aspirations come into reality. You need to ensure that you are always on schedule and nothing is postponed to succeed in all of your endeavors. So it would be helpful to find ways to remain more active and focused in life. The Knight of Wands Tarot reading reminds you not to aim for perfection because you tend to postpone things regularly. Instead, believe in yourself and do your best in every step as you move forward. Indeed, the fear of poor performance is the root cause of procrastination. So try to rid of your mind any doubts or less than productive thinking. What does the Knight of Wands mean? Try to find sufficient information and ideas about what you want to do to boost your confidence and motivation to comments. Find out why you want to do it and the ultimate benefits. Ensure you have everything in place before you commence anything to save time and also reduce the temptation of postponing now and then. The Tarot Knight of Wands says to be fair to yourself and identify your key strengths. The Knight of Wands urges you to create a realistic plan of work and include time for breaks between tasks to ensure your concentration is at its best and all the time. The Knight of Wands yes or no reminds you to stay disciplined and improve your time management skills. The Knight of Wands timing shows that postponing things frequently will hurt your life and achievements. The Knight of Wands advice informs you to prioritize things and focus on the things that matters first as you drop to the less important chores. So the yes and no interpretation of the card is a yes. Charge forward, take control of the situation and win the day. The power one in your hands to make the situation conclude in the way you want it to. In reverse, the problem with someone as impulsive and driven as the knight is in the inverted position is they utterly dislike anything they stand in their way. If obstacles stand in their insurmountable way or are held back, frustration and anger will be immediately evident. This can lead to rushing into things without thinking them through first, and that's an ugly predicament to find yourself in. So the past events. You've been rushing through an inadvisable series of actions lately. Driven by the overwhelming need to get things done, you've been pushing through, sometimes without any idea what you're doing. It doesn't matter. Got to keep moving, 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 right? No. Stop. Slow down. Your current predicament is a direct result of this form of action. The present events. It's frustrating having to wait. All this energy burning inside you like a fire. All this power trying to drive you forward but nowhere to go. The impulse to go, go, go is strong, but don't let it overwhelm you. Instead, stay calm, focus on the next step, and plan your next steps carefully so all that energy isn't wasted on useless action. The future events. Someone in your life is going to be losing their temper with the slow pace of things soon. You probably know who they are, and they've been prone to this behavior in the past. Knowing this is in their nature, you know that they mean the best by it. But it's not going to help. Instead, try to avoid them or set them a task they can feel useful at. The yes and no interpretation, the answer is a solid and definite no. Allow yourself to settle and let the situation pass without further concern. Plan your next step to accomplish your next goals, but this situation is done. The Knight of Wands says that you need to be passionate and more zealous about your dreams to make your goals and aspirations come to reality. Your birthday zodiac compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under the zodiac signs of Aries. This can be a fiery, passionate, and loving relationship. You are not compatible with people born under the zodiac sign Scorpio. This love match between two extremely stubborn people will not succeed. Your lucky numbers are 4 and 6. 4 is the number that signifies organizations, loyalty, stability, confidence, and patience. 6 is the number that signifies responsibility, honesty, balance, and guardianship. Your lucky colors are pink and gold. Pink is a color that stands for innocence, intuition, love, and pleasantness. Gold is the bright color that stands for richness, extravagance, knowledge, light, and positivity. Your lucky days are Sunday and Friday. Sunday is the day of the sun that helps you to be determined to achieve your goals as well as motivate others. Friday is the day of Venus, which symbolizes charm, liveliness, love, and happiness. Your birthstone is ruby. Your lucky gemstone, which symbol of royalty, vanity, strength, and authority. The ideal zodiac birthday gifts for people born on July 24th. A box of imported cigars for the man, and a Hermes silk scarf for the woman. The July 24th birthday horoscope predicts that you love gifts that are value for money. And that has been the listening and the reading of today's personality report. For those born on today, July 24th, the day of the exciting instability, the lovers. You can't always have your cake and eat it too. Happy birthdays, Leos. Till we meet again.